Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be going over the Moondrop maze, all my thoughts and opinions around these IEMs, if I think they're worth picking up over everything else. So first I just want to say that Moondrop did send these IEMs out for the purpose of review. That doesn't in any way, shape, or form affect my opinion of these IEMs. As you know, I try to be as honest and open and unbiased about my opinion as I possibly can. So let's get started. So this is going to be a first of its kind. I've never really done IEM reviews and I'm not really sure how to do it. So that's why we have a face cam video here, and I also have my first script ever pulled up because I have no clue where to start when it comes to getting into these. So I just want to start with what I paired these with. I paired it with my PreSonus AudioBox 22 VSL. This is a rather old discontinued interface. This is what I use all of my stuff. It has a relatively noisy preamp for the microphone, and the headphone out is very loud, comparable to some cheaper DACs. I did also pair it with the SMSL M3 Mini. This is another older DAC from 2018. It does have a very, very, very noisy and loud gain, and it paired very well with multiple sets of IEMs, and I didn't find myself being super turned off by the fact that the DAC was a little bit older and a little bit more noisier than my interface. And then finally, I paired it with my Fifine SC3. I just got this today, so I didn't try it for too long. I have a whole separate video about the SC3 coming. Right now, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't think it's worth picking up even for $30. So we'll get into that when we can, but let's go into the IEMs. First, I want to start with what it comes with, what it comes with out the box. It comes with a really, really, really great carrying case. It's a really nice leather brown carrying case. I did end up giving it away because I recently sold my Truth Ear Zeros and I forgot to give the guy the case. So I gave him that case instead, and I kind of regret it. It is a very nice carrying case. It is leather, a nice hard shell with a zipper, and also it has a little slot that you can put your cables in, put the IEMs in there. It's a decently sized one as well. The sound signature is on the more V-shaped side. It's a very nice, bright high end without being overbearing, and has a very nice, really warm low end without feeling muddy, without feeling distorted like other IEMs I'll be going over in the same video. They're super comfortable. I spent myself probably wearing these for more times out of 10 on the end of like 10, 12 hours a day. Even working from home, I would wear these over my work headset, which is the Black Shark V2 Pros. And again, 8-hour shifts, these felt fantastic, even under headphones. And then just by themselves, I would have them on for another 5-6 hours, just gaming, chatting with friends, online browsing, music listening, and I just never felt like I was wearing headphones. And that brings me to my just raw thoughts on the actual sound of the headphones. Like I said, they have a really nice rich sound signature and they sound great for gaming. The spatial awareness, I was able to pinpoint enemies exactly where I would hear them, and it was almost flawless compared to some other headphones like the SimGot EW6Ls. These are god awful for gaming. Even for $40, I just cannot recommend these for gaming, and just straight, like, these are not good for gaming. Great sound, terrible for gaming. For casual use, I really did enjoy them for music listening. I would pretty much get lost just sitting on Spotify, just listening to music. The sound signature is very nice, very warm and welcoming. It's non-fatiguing whatsoever, so you could listen for hours on end, multiple different genres of music. I listen to a lot of stuff from indie to rap to rock, metal, country. I listen to everything, and no genre felt like it was too overbearing over one. It just felt like it was really good overall. Now I want to do a comparison. I want to compare these to the SimGot EW200s. The SimGot EW200s are very, very, very harsh. They're very sharp. So when I first got them, I did find myself needing to do an EQ signature because they were way too sharp for me to listen to them comfortably all day. The Maze are way more comfortable overall for long periods of time, but the SimGots are just as comfortable. They have a very unique nozzle design where it's like a ball, and then the actual cage for the speaker itself inside of it. I really do like the SimGots for comfort and for music listening after I tuned them, which I didn't need to do with the Maze. They sounded really good untuned. I didn't even have an EQ app installed on my computer for the time of using these, but with the SimGots, I did feel the need to tune these a bit to really push them to a level where I really like them. And it's the same thing for the Kiwi ear cadenzas. The cadenzas are a very similar story, except the low end of the cadenzas are very distorted. It's very muddy and bass heavy compared to the Maze, which is a really nice, rich, and warm low end. It's something that I can really enjoy just listening to all day. And as some people know, I also do music on a semi-professional level. I've been doing it for a very long time, and I'm pretty good at what I do. And the Maze, just like most of these IEMs that I have here, are just not really made for professional work. They're not really made for critical listening, for pinpointing frequencies. They're really made for casual use, for people who just want really good headphones for gaming and music listening. But if you're doing anything on a professional level, I would stay away from the Maze. They're just not that good for mixing and mastering, even though I don't prefer mixing on IEMs or headphones. I always prefer doing it on my studio monitors. But when I do use my IEMs, these give me a rough idea of where I stand in a mix, but they don't give me the result that my speakers do. But then again, comparing studio monitors, 8-inch studio monitors, to dinky old $80 IEMs isn't really fair. But if you're doing any kind of professional work, you can get away with using the Maze, but they're not going to sound as good as even getting like the Mackie CR3s for just general listening and basic mixes. I feel like those are a better buy for professional work.
Just wanted to point out, the CR3s are not my recommendation if you want to do actual real life like professional mixing. I would definitely save your money, get a pair of used LRS 305s by JBL, fantastic studio monitors and a really good starting point, and you work your way up to something like the Adam A7Xs, so many other studio monitor choices. But if you're doing professional or semi-professional, even amateur work, save your money, get the LRS 305. They're just a better buy overall.
And finally, I just want to go into the cable. This is using a really nice braided cable. It's like a triple wire. It's braided really well. It's using a metallic looking finish. It is USB-C only. So if you do not have a USB-C on your computer, which like I do not, or your phone isn't USB-C, you do have to buy a separate cable. I'm using the cable that came with my SimGot EW200s. Fantastic cable. I have no issues with it. And with this Type-C cable, you are able to connect it to a DSP and tune these headphones the way you want to. Like I said, I never tuned any of these headphones, and because I don't have a Type-C on my computer, I was unable to tune them. So there is the ability to tune them through USB-C. Or you can also use the EQ APO or the Piece EQ to tune the headphones the way you would like. But let's go on to the recommendations. Do I recommend the Maze? Yes, I do. If you're looking for something great for gaming and casual use, look for someone just listening to music on the go. They have a great inline microphone. If you want something that sounds great, just works for gaming and for music, you don't got to really think too hard about it. They're super comfortable. The Maze are an absolute must buy. These are Moondrop's newest release to my knowledge. They're around that $100 price point where it's really up against some just really decent IEMs. And I just find these being really good for what they are, around like $70 to $80. They're fantastic, and I have zero complaints with them overall from a casual and gaming standpoint. From a professional standpoint, these aren't as accurate as I would like them to be. But for $80, what do you expect for accuracy? You're not really getting the best in IEMs until you get up there in like the $150+ range for professional work. And even if the most engineers that I know use custom tuned, and it's a whole different world from gaming. We're not going to go too deep into that. But these are fantastic for gaming. Well recommended, and I do not have an issue with them. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, like your video, subscribe if you want to see more. I will be going over a couple of other things, like the Firefine SC3 that I have sitting over here, and I also have a lot of other stuff to go over. I'm also getting really into camera stuff, so if you want to see some camera-related content from me, just let me know in the comments. I'm using an A7S II right now to film this video, and I've completely fallen in love with taking pictures. Like here's my A7R3 or my A7R2. Yeah, no, okay. Well, okay, video's over. See you guys in the next one. Like video, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Got a sweet tooth coming to me up. I got saying it to need it to love. Got a sweet tooth coming to me up. I got saying it to need it to love.